Welcome to this practice of strengthening and softening. In this practice, we will be alternating the periods of effort and periods of ease, and we will be holding those poses for between 5 and 10 breath cycles. The held moments of effort will be what strengthens the muscles, and the held moments of ease will be what softens and opens the body and mind into a state of calm. So let's get started. Find a comfortable position on your mat, a place where you can just be still for a few moments while we center our body and our mind. You can start sitting, or you can go ahead and lie down if that's more comfortable to you. And just come into a place to focus on your breath. You can place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest to feel each breath come in and each breath go out. Start to take in everything around you, the sounds, the temperature of the room, how your clothing feels on your skin, how your body feels in this place. And also take a moment to set an intention for your time here. It can be a word of just general guidance, something that may have motivated you to show up today, such as peace or forgiveness. Just something simple, 1 or 2 words. Just keep those words in mind as you move through the practice today. And when you're ready, you can lengthen out your legs, take your arms up and over your head, lift and spread your toes, and spread your fingers out wide. Pull the belly in, and as you exhale, take your arms down by your sides, and as you inhale, take them back up and overhead. And just move like this a few times, just taking your arms up and overhead and then bringing them back down, just to get a feeling of one breath, one movement, just to set that pace. And then eventually bring that to stillness. Place a bend into your knees. Bring your feet directly under your knees. Bring your arms in by your sides. Spread your fingers out wide and bend your elbows. As you inhale, lift the hips up toward the ceiling, and as you exhale, lower them back down. Do this a few times, and the next time your hips are lifted, pause there. Keep your breath moving in and out through your nose. Keep lifting the hips up as you press down in the feet and down in the upper arms. If you feel yourself moving back down toward the floor, just keep lifting the hips up and pressing down with the feet and the arms. Stay with your breath. And when you're ready, you can take your hips back down to the floor. Lift your feet up. Place your hands at the back of your thighs. And with the legs straightened and the heels up toward the ceiling, just move the ankles a little bit and point and flex the feet just to get a little bit of release in the back of the legs. And when you're ready, take your feet back down, keep your knees bent, walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat, and take your arms out into a T. Lift and spread your toes, keep the fingers spread wide, pull the belly in, and as you exhale, take your knees to the right and take your gaze to the left. As you inhale, come back through center, take your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. And move like this a few times until we get to a point of holding on each side. So the next time your knees are to the right, pause there. Take your left arm up and over your head, look toward the left. Take your right ankle and place it on your left thigh. That will allow a little bit more opening in the hip. Stay with your breath. And what helps with these longer holds is what is called the Ujjayi breath. And that is just a breath that's audible probably only to you, but each exhale will sound like a whisper in the back of your throat. So you might want to try that in those moments where we're holding a little bit longer. When you're ready, come back through center, take your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Take your right arm up and overhead, and this time take your left ankle and place it on your right thigh. Come back to your breath, that Ujjayi breath. Just create a whispering sound at the back of your throat. Really helps you to stay focused in these moments of longer holds. Bring everything back to the center. Walk your feet back in to about hips distance apart underneath your knees. Pick up your feet so your knees are tracking over your hips and your feet are straight out from the knees. Take your arms straight in front of you. As you inhale, take your right leg forward and your left arm back. As you exhale, bring everything back to center. And with the next inhale, take your left leg forward and your right arm back. And move between the two sides on your breath again until we get to a point of holding for a little longer on each side. And the next time your right leg is forward and your left arm is back, pause there. Keep your fingers spread wide. Keep the toes lifted and spread. Keep the belly pulled in, the front body braced, tailbone down, upper back down, and you should still feel a little space at the low back. And again, stay with your breath. That Ujjayi breath really does help in these longer holds. Now draw the knees in to your chest and kind of rock back and forth, side to side, whatever feels good to you to release a little bit. Come back into that position with your arms straight forward and your knees bent and your feet straight out from your knees. Move a few more times from side to side. Each inhale, take one leg forward and the opposite arm back. With each exhale, you bring everything back to the center and just move from side to side with your breath. Your breath will determine your pace. The next time you have your left leg forward and your right arm back, pause there. This is where we hold again, opposite side. Make sure all those bandhas are engaged, the toes lifted and spread, the fingers spread wide, belly pulled in. Stay with the breath and notice if this side feels different than holding on that first side. Bring the knees back into the chest. Rock it out a little bit, release. Take the feet back down. Roll over to your side so that you can come to your hands and your knees. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Your feet are straight out from your knees. As you inhale, bring your shoulder blades together. Look slightly forward. And as you exhale, push your shoulder blades apart and look back at your legs, and move like this with your breath. So each exhale, push the shoulder blades apart, look back at your legs. Each inhale, look forward, bring the shoulder blades together. And the next time you have your shoulder blades pushed apart, looking back at your legs, tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, really push yourself away from the mat, lift the tailbone just a little bit, and keep the knees slightly bent. Keep the belly pulled in. A little longer hold here, again in downward facing dog. Strengthening the arms, opening the backs of the legs. And as you inhale, bring the knees back down. Take the knees out wide, bring your big toes together. Take your forehead back down, arms straight forward, and then lift the head to see the hands. Walk the hands over to your right. Take the forehead back down to your mat. Keep the left arm forward and drag your right hand back so it meets with your right knee. Push yourself a little bit away from the mat. Keep the tops of the feet pressed down. Keep the belly pulled in. And you should feel a sense of opening in the left side body. Stay with your breath. Come back through center and then just keep going over to the left. So this time you will leave your right arm straight forward. Drag your left hand back to meet with your left knee. Push yourself away from the mat with that left hand so that your right side body comes a little bit closer to the floor. Again, keep the belly pulled in, keep the tops of the feet pressed down so that this stays really active. It's not as much effort as most of the poses, but you can still keep this an active posture. Bring everything back to the center. Pause for a moment. Place a bend into your elbows. Bring your palms together. Bend the elbows so that your palms that are placed together are just above your head. And here you should feel a sense of opening in the backs of the upper arms. Stay with the breath, in and out through the nose. Straighten the arms, come back up to hands and knees, so hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck the toes under and send the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Again, press yourself away from the mat, almost like you're trying to bring your armpits together. Lift the tailbone slightly, keep the knees slightly bent. Come back to your breath here, a little longer hold again. Downward facing dog works pretty much every muscle in your body except maybe your face. So try to keep your face soft. Place a little bit more weight into your left foot. Straighten out the right leg. Bend the knee. Open up to the right slightly. And then take the right foot forward between your hands. Bring the left knee down and come up into this low lunge. Your right knee should be over your ankle, and your left knee should be behind your hip. As you inhale, take your arms up and over your head, and as you exhale, take your arms back down by your sides. Move with your breath, just like this. And the next time your arms are up and over your head, pause there. Fingers spread wide, belly pulled in, toes lifted and spread. Look up towards your hands and hold. So you're holding this position, but you are not holding your breath. So remember to breathe in and out through the nose. This is a little bit of a balance challenge. When you're ready, you can take your hands back down to the mat, come back into downward facing dog. Take your knees back down to the mat, send your hips back to your heels, come back up to hands and knees, and then back up to downward facing dog. So a few times move through this earth salutation. So as you exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, come back down to hands and knees. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause in downward facing dog. Lift the left leg straight out behind you. Bend the knee, open up slightly to the left, and take the left foot forward between your hands. So now come up into this low lunge on the opposite side. Knee over ankle on the left side, right knee behind the hip. Just a few times on the breath, take your arms up and overhead and then back down. And the next time your arms are up, pause. Keep the bandhas in place. Keep the breath moving in and out through the nose, and look up at your hands. Focus on your breath. Come back to that Ujjayi breath. Each exhale should be a whisper sound or a whispering sound at the back of your throat. Take your hands back down. Take the left foot back and lift your hips up to downward facing dog. Bring your knees back down on the inhale. Send your hips to child's pose on the exhale. Come back up to hands and knees on the inhale. Send your hips to downward facing dog on the exhale. So again, move through this series of earth salutations on your breath. Just move slowly enough when we are going through these ulolas or waves of movement. Move slowly enough so that you're really feeling everything that's happening, and make sure that you're paying attention to those bandhas or those engagements. Pause in downward facing dog, straighten out the right leg, bend the right knee, open up slightly to the right. The upper body is slightly to the right, and hold here to strengthen. Keep the breath moving in and out through your nose. Keep pressing yourself away from the mat. Keep the weight in your left foot. And again, just feel this sense of opening in the right hip. Slowly move the right foot forward between the hands, just like we did before. Keep the left leg extended with the toes tucked. Keep the left hand under the left shoulder and open up to your right, lifting the right arm straight up and overhead with the fingertips pointed toward the ceiling. Look up toward that extended hand, look forward, look down, whatever feels best in your neck. And again, come back to your breath. This is a moment of strengthening again, a moment of effort. Bring the right hand back down. Step the left foot forward just slightly. with the toes pointed slightly to the left. Straighten out your right leg. Take your right hand under your right shoulder. Open up to the left this time with the left arm extended up toward the ceiling. Keep the belly pulled in. Toes lifted and spread. Fingers spread wide. Again, strengthening here. Longer hold. Opposite side. Take the left hand back down. Take the right leg back. Send the hips to downward facing dog. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, hips back to child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. Once again, move through this earth salutation. Again, trying to move slowly enough so that you feel everything, feel those transitions. Be aware of the bandhas or the engagements of your hands and your feet and your belly. And the next time you're in downward facing dog, pause and we'll do the same thing on the other side. This time, lift the left leg back, bend the knee, and open up slightly to the left. Pause here. The weight is in your right foot, still pressing yourself away from the mat with your upper body turned slightly to the left to get some opening in the left hip. Slowly bring that left leg down and forward between your hands, placing the foot between your hands. Keep the right leg extended, toes tucked, and this time keep your right hand under your right shoulder, open up to the left, left arm up, fingertips pointing toward the ceiling. Look up, look forward, look down, whatever works in your body. Bandhas engaged, belly pulled in, toes spread wide, fingers spread wide. Take the left arm down, place the left hand under the left shoulder. Slightly step the right foot forward, taking the toes slightly toward the right. Straighten out your left leg and open up to the right. Now the right arm is extended up, fingertips pointing toward the ceiling. And just come back to noticing here and notice if anything feels different on this side compared to the first side. Notice where your mind goes in these moments of stillness. Sometimes it starts to wander, and that's where you maybe can come back to your intention. Take the right arm back down. Take both feet back behind you, hips up and downward facing dog. Take the knees back down. Kind of readjust yourself here. Come back to child's pose, so send your hips back to your heels. And you can have your legs or your knees out a little wider, or you can keep them together, but bring your arms back so that your hands are resting by your feet, and bring your forehead down and just really relax here. Soften everything. Notice your breath. How is it different now? And bring yourself back up to your hands and your knees. Tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Hold once again in downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Push yourself away from the mat. Lift the tailbone up. Keep the knees slightly bent. And come back to just knowing that this is increasing your strength in the upper body, increasing the opening in the backs of the legs, prioritizing the spine by lifting the tailbone up a little bit. And then when you're ready, start to walk your feet up to your hands so that you come into a forward fold at the front of your mat. Take a hold of opposite elbows with your hands and just let the head hang heavy here. Keep the knees a little bit bent. Keep the tailbone a little bit lifted. Again, you'll feel that opening in the back of the legs. Take the hands down, place a bend into your knees, setting your hips down and back. Lift your arms and come up through chair. Bring your hands to your heart and pause. Come back to your intention here. What are you feeling now? How is your breath? And if you have layers, you might need to remove a layer right now. We're building up just a little bit of heat. Place your hands on your hips. Step your right foot back, keeping your feet about hips distance apart. Left knee tracking over the ankle. Belly pulled in. As you inhale, take your arms up and over your head. And as you exhale, take them back down. Keep moving with your breath here. And the next time your arms are up and overhead, pause. If it's available to you, look up at your hands. Keep your belly pulled in. Keep your shoulders squared forward. Shoulders away from your ears, fingers spread wide. Toes lifted and spread. Breathing in and out through your nose. As you exhale, take your hands back down to your hips. Step the right foot forward and then step your left foot back. Feet about hips distance apart still. Left toes facing slightly to the left. Right knee tracking over your ankle. Belly pulled in, and as you inhale, take your arms up and over your head. As you exhale, take them back down. Move a few times like this, and eventually hold with your arms up and over your head. And again, if it's available to you, look up toward your hands. And again, coming back to noticing here. Just notice how this feels in your body. Notice if it feels different than the first side. Take your hands back down to your hips. Step the left foot forward. Take your arms up and over your head on the inhale, and exhale into a forward fold. And with your hands on the mat, start to step your feet out to the outside edges of your mat. Take your toes out and your heels in. Bend the knees to sit your hips down and back. Place your hands together at your heart and place your elbows to the insides of your thighs. Once there, start to press out slightly, opening the hips. Coming back to your breath. You might be able to feel your heartbeat here. Just focus on that for a moment. Come back to your intention. And take your hands down. Send your hips back up to walk your feet back together. Take the hips back down and come down onto the back body. Once you're there, walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat. Knees are bent. Take your arms out into a T. I've decided to take mine into a goalpost posture. And once you are here, start to move through some windshield wiper motions that we did at the very beginning of practice. As you exhale, take the knees to one side as you gaze to the opposite side. Each inhale, come back to the center. And just move through this a few times. Very easy movement. Slow. And then eventually coming back to center. Walk your feet back together, knees bent. Pick up your right foot and place it on your left thigh. And you can stay here just focusing on pressing the right knee forward, or you can go ahead and pick up your left foot and place your hands at the back of your left thigh. This is supine pigeon. And eventually, if you have a little bit of movement in the left leg, go ahead and bring it to stillness just to focus on opening the right hip and having a little bit of release in the back of the left leg. So you can keep the knee bent. You can try to straighten and bend. You can just, do whatever feels best in your body. The goal here is to open up the hip, the right hip. So over time, you might be able to bring that left thigh in a little bit closer. And then eventually take that left foot back down. Keep the right foot where it is, resting on your left thigh. Keep the legs as is, brace the front body, and start to take the legs, again, just as they are, over to the left. Take your right arm up and over your head and look over to your right. You might place your left hand down on your right foot, just to kind of bring it in a little bit closer. So this twist to the left is a little bit of compensation after opening the hip on the right. Just notice how good this feels. Come back to noticing breath, noticing sensation. Brace the front body to bring the legs back through center, uncross the legs, and prepare for the other side. So this time, take your left foot or ankle and place it on the right thigh. Press the left knee forward. Bring the right leg in, place the hands at the back of the right thigh, bend and straighten if that feels good, or just focus on bringing the right thigh in a little bit closer, opening up the left hip this time. And again, coming back to just noticing differences between the sides. This time on this side, it feels better to keep my knee a little bit more bent. So again, you can do what feels best in your body, prioritizing the left hip this time. And then take the right foot back down, keep the left foot where it is, brace the front body, keeping the legs just as they are, slowly lower them over to the right. Take your left arm up and overhead, look to the left. Take your right hand down and maybe touch your left foot, bring it in a little bit more. Again, just noticing what feels good in your body right now. Feels good to slow down here at the end, having more moments of ease, Brace the front body, bring the legs back through center, uncross the legs, lengthen the legs out long. Take your arms up and over your head for a full body stretch, just like we began this practice. And take your arms back down to your sides. Take the legs apart a little bit. Bring the arms away from your body a bit. Have your palms facing up so that your fingers can kind of curl in naturally. Let your feet just kind of fall to the sides. Relax everything here and come back to your breath. Come back to noticing what you feel like in your body now at the end of this practice. This practice of strengthening and softening. You might want to place your hand on your belly and your chest again. One hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Again, just to check in with the breath. Just noticing it, how it moves your body as you draw the breath in and let the breath out. And this is Shavasana. It's the very end of our practice where we can digest what we've just done. You can stay here as long as you'd like. We won't be here on this recording for too long, but you are more than welcome to stay for as long as you'd like. Again, just digesting everything that we've just done. Eventually come up to sitting. Bring your hands together at your heart. Send yourself some gratitude. And I thank you for joining me here today. Namaste.